Hi, welcome back. Today I want to share a piece of a story in my new book, Real Impact Daily Inspiration. The story is about how Chicken Soup for the Soul was published and how it became successful. But I don't want to tell you the whole story. I want you to read that in the book. But I do want to tell you how Chicken Soup for the Soul got its name, because that's really an interesting story in itself. Jack Canfield was a motivational speaker, and he was successful. He talked with many large crowds, and after his speech, people would come up to him and say, "Oh, that story that you told during your speech was so good. Is there any place that I can go and find those stories that you're using in your speech?" But Jack would have to tell them, "Well, no, I'm sorry, there's not." Well, after being asked that question about 1,000 times, he decided, well, maybe I should put a book together that has motivational stories. So he was talking with his friend Mark Victor Hansen one day, and he explained to him his plan. And Mark said, "That's a great plan. In fact, it's so good, I want to be a part of it. Could I be part of it?" And so Jack said, "Well, yeah, that's probably a good idea. 2 heads are better than one." So they decided to come up with 101 motivational stories that they think everybody would really like. After compiling the stories, they were trying to come up with a name that fit, a name that would sell, a name that would give everybody an idea of what's in the book. But they couldn't think of anything. They worked and worked, and it was just becoming frustrating. And so finally they decided that for a week they would meditate every day. I think it was for 2 hours, just trying to think of the name. Well, one day while Jack was meditating, he had a vision. It was a vision of a hand coming down and writing on an old green board with a piece of chalk, "Chicken Soup." And so he thought, that's crazy. Why would you ever name a book Chicken Soup? So he talked to Mark about it, and he said, "Mark, here's what happened." He told him about the hand coming down and writing, and he thought, and he said, "The only thing I can think of is my grandmother used to make chicken soup, and she would say, 'It'll cure anything that ails you.'" And so Mark Victor Hansen looked at him and he said, "You may have something there." He thought, "What? What do you mean?" He said, "Chicken Soup for the Soul." And the two got chill bumps. Isn't that an interesting story? Well, that's just a piece of the story, because of what you're going to find out about the struggles these guys went through in order to get this book published. It is just amazing, especially considering how popular it is today. So be sure to get your copy of Real Impact Daily Inspiration and read the story of Chicken Soup for the Soul. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you for watching today. If you enjoyed the content, please like this page, follow it, and share it with some of your friends. If you want to learn how to receive some great free ebooks, visit DennisJHenson.com. Thank you again. Have a wonderful week.